26th of August, Rabbi Levitt, Helioites.
Yeah, in the meantime, I could just send him, maybe I could just send him a page of the
Oh, you
shear.
scan the page and email it to him?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So let's see. Roy started off yesterday. And so today, how about Eliezer? Abbas Abonim, Vahabonos.
Lauren, you have to unmute yourself.
Sorry, that better?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I like to hear myself talk. Nobody else has to. Avas Abonim Bonos, the love of sons and daughters, Gam, Cain, Hateva, Umachaivo. It's part of nature, and you're obligated in this. Me'achar Shehem Etzem Me'atzmav Basar Ma'besaro, because they are the bones of your bones and your flesh of your flesh. Vafilu Orve Boy Benai. What's Orva?
Even the raven.
Oh, even the raven has children. Aval Tsarak Lazahir, Shote Ava Milkalkelis Hashurash, Shalo Liyaser Beno, Laharbos Lo, Gaguim, Vichibas Yisera. But you have to be careful, okay, that you don't, that your love does not ruin, the training or the discipline of your child, and just feel overly for him, with a great love, and therefore be overly permissive and spoil the child. You need to, as much as you love the child, instilling some sort of discipline in them is also part of their love, the love for them.
Right.
Ukvar,
Nicely put. Part of the love.
Okay. Ukvar Amar Shlomo v'chachmaso, and Shlomo has already said in Mishlei, Choshech Shivto Shonabano, one who spares the rod hates his child. V'avaso Shachararo Musar, and when you love him, you give him musar and direction. The ikar ha'avehi avas hanefesh, and the ikar of this love is the love of the soul. Nichlal bezeh avas atzmo kibora mizaka abba uksiv yaser bincha v'nichecha v'yiten ma'adanim lenafshecha. And the general rule is in this. Included in this is the love of the person himself, because I guess Hashem has enabled the father, has given this to the father, and it's written in Mishlei, Yaser bincha v'nichecha v'yiten ma'adanim nafshecha. Guide your child and give him I'm not sure what that the pasuk is in Mishlei is saying.
Oh, let's see here.
Mishlei Kaf Tes Yud Zayin.
You got up to Haf Tes? Oh, this
The
one.
second-
Yaser bincha. If he does reprimand the child, Yaser bincha, v'yanichenu, v'yanichecha, and he will give you Noach. He will give you
Rest, pleasure.
yeah, he'll give you, it'll be good for you. Right. He'll give you Noach. Right, pleasure. And right. What's the
Vayiten madanim lenafshecha.
Madanim are literally there are delicacies and to your nefesh. So this is the emphasis over here is the author is saying that the main love that a parent should have for the child is the love of the nefesh, of the neshama within him. That I guess what he means to say is that he should do for him what's good for his neshama.
And the parent will get it, and the parent gets a reward for, even the parent gets a reward for doing well by the child in that case.
Oh, so that's what he said before this pasuk. Ki bara mazake abba. The Gemorrah says that a son can confer merits on the father
Mhm.
through his, in other words, his righteousness and his good deeds are
A tribute to the parent.
give merit to the father. Yes,
Yep.
because we say the father has something to do with that. Not just the father over here. I don't think it means,
No.
but it would mean also the mother as well. I don't think it means the father to the exclusion of the mother. But the
Right.
point is that it's that's the way it works. And the Gemorrah says it doesn't work the other way. Yeah.
Go ahead.
The father doesn't confer merits on the son, even though we do have a principle called schus avos. We have the merit of the avos, but in any case, maybe that's the special province of Avram, Yitzchak, and Yaakov. But otherwise, the Gemorrah says it works in this direction and it does not go in the other direction. What does it mean exactly? You'll ask me. Okay, that'll be another. I'll put that one number 2 on the list of research to do. But I think the Gemorrah brings that with David and Avshalom.
Yeah.
That in other words, the son is the one that is able to give merit to the father, to give. But David was not able to give merit to Avshalom. Avshalom was Avshalom.
Okay.
Okay.
Therefore, Yizahir ha'adam lehisna cheg imbana b'tochachas megula ume'avas mesuseres.
Oh.
Therefore, a person should be careful in his practice, the way he leads his child with open tocha warnings and hidden love. Hakol lefima shehu haben bekatnuso, and all according to the child himself when he is small. Develops kashur belev, develop a closeness in the heart, the belev anar, the heart of the child. The shevet musar yachikenu mimeno, and the stick of musar should be withheld from him. While Yizahir ha'av shalo is lehit achzer al beno, but a father should be careful to not heat achzer,
Cruelty.
not be cruel to his child.
Achazar. He shouldn't act with achzariut to
Anger.
to his
Yeah.
child.
Right.
Cruelty.
Albano will hakos oto to hit him. Picasso in anger. Maka tria heart. Maka azkaria. Different types. You shouldn't hit him. Heart of anger or displeasure. Rak benachas. You should do it gently. Yan chilenu v'rachim. He should lead him gently. V'rachim yakenu, and with mercy he should chastise him. Al raglayim on his actions. Lob mekom shiachol lasos bo mum, and not in a place that he's going to give him a wound. Gon bein hainayim, like between the eyes. Yoser godo, when he becomes older, becomes bigger. Tachas gara b'mevin, under his throat. V'yadua shehamaka beno gadol over mishum lifnei iver. You should know that somebody who hits his adult child is over lifnei iver. Okay, v'lo gadol gadol mamish. And big does not mean specifically big. El lefima shua bain. It's relevant to the child. Okay, ulefi midasu, according to his size and his wisdom. Who yoter gadol she'enu makabel grara lashon raka tishka gara, and when he's much older or much bigger, and he's not going to receive or accept the words of chastisement you give them, you should stop them. Lo yakel bikvodo bifnei acherim. You should not insult him in front of others. Manyo yavish esrecho. You shouldn't embarrass him. The yoser tzorech lezaher b'meh she's hiruni. You also have to be careful about his rabbis. What are tiziruni rabbeinu zecharim levracha, that our stages have warned us about. Shol yashanu leben bein habanim. You should not favor one children among the others. Kikasha kishol kina, because that leads to anger and problems. As you saw with Yosef and his brothers. Haklalhu lefi daito. The general rule, according to his knowledge, tav shel ben, according to the knowledge of the father and the knowledge of the son. Midato shel ben ha'av sarich lihisnaseg. So you should treat the child appropriately. Depending on the father, depending on the child. Lihisnaseg to imo ofen shlo yechet. In how you teach him, so he will grow up and avoid sins. But if he sins, you should not rush to forgive him. Laval ye'ones beno b'sibaso. So I guess the son won't get used
sins
to
against him. If the son's mean if it's referring to the son doing a hate to the father. And it says the father should be quick to
forgive him.
Okay.
So the son does not develop resentment to the father. You should not be very exacting with him. You should like maybe not see what he's doing, not hear what he's doing. Okay, if you don't see it. And sometimes the father should be mivatel his own ratzon next to his sons in order to not make the son feel bad. Because this is the general rule for somebody who wants to get married for his spirit, his soul, and the soul of his children after him.
Wow, very interesting. Don't be so right, so exacting and demanding of them. Sometimes a person has to make himself like a cherish. Lo yishma, like he doesn't hear. And like someone that doesn't see. See that? So it's a very old concept. Given to them and what they want. The cloud gadol harotze lazakos es nafsho the nefesh bonav hahoro. Wow, and this is a major principle for someone who wants to earn merit for his soul and the souls of his children. Wow. Okay. Very good. Thank you, Eliezer. So now we go to, who's next? Who wants to read next?
I will.
Okay, Alan.
Page 32, the main thing, right?
The main thing.
Okay. The main thing is to provide satisfaction for his Father in heaven by striving with great strength and power to teach his sons Torah. How good is his portion and pleasant is his lot if his sons will be Torah scholars. The man will rejoice in the progeny of his loins in this world and in the world to come. At minimum, one should dedicate his efforts with his whole person and all his possessions, as children should not be ignoramuses. Great is the tragedy of ignorance, such that it is not understood that what appears to be a straight path before man leads to death. A boor cannot be God-fearing, nor can an ignorant person be meticulously pious. Marvels 2.5. The person does not merit crowning all his sons with the crown of Torah, then he should have at least one son who is a Torah scholar, and Torah as his profession. The person should pour out his soul before God, that his sons should be masters of Torah, perfect in character and mind. He should even fast sometimes for this in order that his sons not deny his good from his progeny. Even more so, a man must be vigilant in regards to his daughters, for one does not know what will be their lot in life. Consequently, the person must be very careful to distance themselves from all bad personality traits, and teach them many kinds of womanly occupations, and accustom them to minimize sleep and develop good character. The father must counsel his daughters with prudent advice how to conduct themselves with their husbands in a good and straight way in such a fashion that
Alan, could you read louder? I'm trouble hearing you.
they will find favor and good understanding in the eyes of God and in their husbands.
What does that mean? Oh. Okay. Yeah. I'm trying to go back and forth between our Sefer here and the Hebrew edition. Okay. Okay, fine. Okay, very good. Yeah, in English, it's not so understandable what he's referring to either. Consequently, a person must be careful to distance them from all bad personality traits. Okay, that we understand. Oh, in other words, he's speaking about his daughters over here particularly.
Yes.
Right, right.
Right.
Okay, now I understand. To teach them many kinds of womanly occupations. So they should be able to do some type of work.
Teaching and other things.
Womanly occupations, maleches nashim. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so that's, in other words, there he's talking specifically about how to educate daughters. Before he was talking about bringing up sons, and then now he has a special separate section about bringing up daughters. Counsel his daughters with advice how to conduct themselves with their husbands, so they will find favor and good understanding in the eyes of Hashem as well as their husbands. That's the balance. Okay. Okay, so very good. Now, the next paragraph will be read by, who would like to read? We have Mayor or Lou or Roy. I'll pick on. I will call upon Mayor.
Okay, I sort of lost track. Which paragraph is it again?
Page
Every
33.
wise man.
Okay, got it. Every wise man must act with ingenuity, and his eye should discern the thoughts of his children and their devices. Even by sheer force should he distance his son from being a man of cunning. There must be a period there. A comma maybe, I don't know. So let me start that one over. Even by sheer force should he distance his son from being a man of cunning. From falsehood he should keep him far away, because truth is the foundation of the building of character. He should make every effort to dissociate his son from words of disgrace or uttering a vow. Likewise, he must distance him from the slightest prohibition in indecent matters and all similar unbecoming things. Especially, one should be vigilant in regards to the sins of youth, which require extra care, perceptiveness, alertness, and diligence. A person cannot trust his sons and say, "My son has not descended upon the counsel of the wicked, nor he stood on the path of evildoers." For this is no guarantor of propriety in regards to immorality. And the greater a man, the greater is his evil inclination. It's from Sukkah. Great is the effect of adolescence, and great is the impact of bad friends. It's from Sota. Therefore, a person must be attentive to dissociate his children from corrupting friendships in every instance possible, and to maximize his effort that they should go on a good path and keep the ways of the righteous. This is the primary pain of raising children. However, according to one's pain is one's reward. He shall rejoice in his offspring in this world, and his soul will delight in the next. Wow.
Okay, very good. Okay, one more small paragraph. The small paragraph with the last one of our chapter here. Who would like to read? Roy, how would you like to read?
Okay. This love too must emerge from his love of the omnipresent. He should attempt to increase the number of those who serve God. The real fruit of his sons and daughters is when they perform the will of their Creator. If the children are unfaithful, their non-existence is better than their evil presence. As such, the ultimate purpose of the love of his children should be to fulfill the command of his Creator and to be a source of pleasantness to his Maker.
Not sure what that means. She'im yu bonim lo emun, if they're not faithful, the children. Bum, emun bum, aheder tov b'mitzias haroa. Okay, not sure what that means.
Well, it's saying if they're not going to serve Hashem, better they not have been created than to do their evil. It's a warning on how you raise your children, because just as they can be a zechus to you, they can be a ganai to you also.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's the general idea. Okay. Okay. So now we go to Avas Ish Ve'isha. I think this is the next one. Oh, what's it called in English? Love of husband and wife. Okay. Lou is called upon to start off Abbas Ish Ve'isha, love of husband and wife.
Okay. The love between the husband and wife must be a passionate one. We will begin with the love of the husband to his wife, for the declaration of our sages is known that the husband is obligated to love his wife as himself and to honor her more than himself. Nonetheless, he may not compromise his service of God because of his love for her. Tana in Avot already cautioned, do not speak excessively with a woman. This is referring to one's wife. Anyone who does speak excessively with a woman causes evil to himself, is idle from the words of Torah, and in the end will inherit Gehinnom. Our sages said, one who goes after the counsel of his wife falls into Gehinnom. In light of this condition, every wise man must act with cleverness. As our sages commented, the left hand should push away as the right hand brings close. Primary love is the love of the soul. It is incumbent upon the husband to admonish his wife with pleasant words, guide her in the ways of modesty, distance her from slander, anger, cursing, mention of God's name in vain, and similar things in the orders of Nashim and Zikim. He should caution her in regard to the details of mitzvot, especially in the areas of prayer. Blessings of benefit from this world, the observance of Shabbos, etc. How good and how pleasant it would be for him to teach her ideas of ethical improvement and share with her words of the sages in all matters that are relevant to her and their severity. Let her heart will tremble, and she will be even more careful than a man.
Mm. It sounds from here that he's saying, the author, that the propensity of a woman is to be more of a Yireh Shamayim and more careful in performance of mitzvahs and staying away from averas than a man is. And the only thing that holds her back is her lack of knowledge. So therefore, it behooves the husband to 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 uh, to make sure that she's aware of the various halachas and the mitzvahs, and then she'll even be more she'll be even more than the man. Okay. And we go back to Eliezer. We start the machzor again. Rotation.
V'hinei lo tzricha l'meimar l'misha ha'isa lo me'Hashem. And we don't have to, and here we don't need to say that one who has from Hashem Isha Meshubelis, Isha Maskelis, a wise woman who matzi Isha Tova, and he finds a good wife. No, I don't understand what that sentence didn't make sense to me.
Okay, Hine lo tzricha l'meimar. It goes without saying. The Misha Haisalom Me Hashem, the one who receives from Hashem, Isha Maskelis, a woman who has seichel, Umotza Isha Tova, and he has found a good wife. Oh, I think it means to say that he has. Yeah, you're right. It's a bit. It doesn't. The way he translates it here is it's unnecessary to say that someone who has an intelligent wife is a gift from Hashem, and he has found a good wife.
Okay, I figured that's what he was trying to say. That I couldn't make the Hebrew say that. That's fine. Ki b'vaday chut shel chesed mashach halacha, because it's clear that the string of loving kindness is there. Viva al bala, and it increases, and there is the love and respect she has for her husband. Amnam, therefore, biyoter tzarik l'zaher gavra denafel b'chulke garma bisha isha kasha, and therefore a person should be very careful to not fall into the I would say the clutches of a bad woman, who I made Nisayan Gadol, because it's going to be a great trial for him. L'shalom v'reus ligvod hashkina. He's going to have to work very hard in order to practice with her shalom and reus, peace and friendship, and honor to Hashem. Ki advarim atikim, because of these old words or old principles. Vayiten alivo ki ba'arazim nafla shalcheves acha amru, because a fire will fall on his soul, or there will be a fire in his soul, until they say, Dayenu, enough, Dayenu. Shematzilo Sotanu min hachet. He's going to protect himself from sin, umegadlos es banav, and the raising of his children. V'gam yitem el libo me'amram zichron levracha. He should also accept from in his heart what the sages have said. Shadaitan shel nashim kalos. The wisdom of women is light. The amru and nase isha Sarah Orech V'daitu Katser, and they say Orech
Isha Sarah Oro.
and I say Isha Sarah Orech V'daitu Katser. The women don't have a lot of knowledge. U'lechein mimenu tzarech sheyavo hasechel. And therefore, the wisdom has to come from him to give her wisdom. Iloveris al daito, if she goes against his will, machiso yishmor rucho lebal yikos aleha. And if she goes against his will and makes him angry, he should watch himself to not get angry at her. And you certainly have to say, Levazusa ukalkala ulhakosa halilachas, that the embarrassment and the anger, these are all bad things. Kizem minhag burim virakim. This is the practice of bores and empty people who pochazim, nasho hu chevel, and their souls are empty. Rak b'peh rach, only with a soft mouth, b'chech matuch, and a sweet, I guess, sweet words or sweet disposition. Yochiach, you'll improve this. V'alkolpanim ol yisvol v'yeh aluv lo olev v'kabel olav din shemayim b'simcha. And in all instances, you should understand and not get angry and accept upon himself the din of Hashem, b'simcha, with happiness, kimar Hashem isha leish, because Hashem gave him this woman as a wife, and that, Hashem said, this is the right wife for you, and whether you like, she is there as Hashem, she's the wife that Hashem felt you needed in order for you to fill your tafkid, so you need to appreciate her. And according to the Maimer of Chazal, Shemishi Yeshlo Isha Ra Eno Ra Gehenim. Somebody has an evil wife will not see Gehenim. Haya Ra Levakesh Isha Ra Im Haya Yochol Haya Ra'oi Levakesh Isha Ra. It's fitting for somebody to ask for a bad wife. Im Haya Yochol Amod in the Sion Lefi Chomer. In order to avoid himself the din of Gehenna. And since he's standing with these afflictions, lo yirash tarte Gehenna, lo yikabel be'ava v'yikabel skartov ba'almo. Then since he's going through the tribulations with the bad wife in this world, he will avoid the tribulations of Gehenna in the next world. And he should, and if he's doing this, he should receive this with love, and then he will receive his reward in the world to come.
Thursday.
Wow. Okay. Very good. Okay, next paragraph. Go to Alan.
Okay, left off now.
3 minutes left. 3-minute warning.
3-minute warning. Okay, We're at the bottom, middle of the page. We didn't just.
He
finish
was
off.
gam tzarech.
Oh, it doesn't, the Hebrew doesn't go with the same paragraphs as the English.
Oh,
Let's see.
Well, 12 lines down. You'll see also rather he should. I think, is that right? Rather he should accept her love, accept her with love.
Oh, it's in the middle of. the
Yeah.
paragraph.
Yeah.
Next, right, it's after that, Roy, it's after that. It's the next line or two.
Oh,
He must also nurture his love for her in order that their children will not be considered children of a hated one. The next sentence after the one that you read.
oh, right.
It's the last two words in the line. About 12 lines up from this paragraph.
on which page?
Page 35.
He must.
That's it.
Well, 11:29, I'm saved by the bell, right? Tomorrow.
Okay. We have till tomorrow to figure out where we're supposed to read from. Okay.
Okay,
It's
so.
35 someplace, right?
Okay.
Have a good day, everybody. Have a good Shabbos.
Okay, Lauren.
Okay, a good Shabbos.
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 And to Mayor.
Okay.
All
Have
the
a good
best.
day. Thank you.
Good day.
Well,
Oh, you'll be with
Mayor.
us tomorrow.
I'll
Everybody's
be.
invited
Yes,
tomorrow
sir.
for